proceed. Can you hear me, Mitachri? So observe very carefully. As we know, in last class, we studied what is the types of elements. So elements are classified into three types. One is metals, another one is non-metals, and another one is what? Another one is what? Metalloids. Is that so? So now, and we are going to study now, we are continuing the last class. That is what we are going to see now. What is the types of mixtures and what is the examples, how we can classify them, and all we are going to know. So as we know, mixture. What do you mean by mixture? Anybody? What do you mean by mixture? We already studied in the last class. So mixture is a substance which consists of two or more elements or compounds. That is what pure substances. Two or more pure substances. Two or more pure substances. How many pure substances you have? Everybody? We have either elements or we can say what? Nobody will answer. Elements are compounds. That is what pure substances we can say. So two or more pure substances combined together. How? Physically or chemically? That is what I want.
Physically.
Physically. Understanding? Combined together. That is what we used to call as mixture. So not chemically. Not chemically is only called as mixtures we can say. So in last class, I have given you a lot of mixtures in our surroundings you can take. So all the solutions are mixtures. If you take salt solution, if you take sugar solution, if you take glucose solution. So like that, lot of things are called as mixtures only. If you take gunpowder, if you take brass, if you take bronze, or our air which is present in our surroundings, all the things are mixtures only. So the salt solution, remember all of you, also we can call it as brain solution. Salt solution, what we used to call? Brain. Okay. So why I'm saying means class 10th it will come. By the time you can understand. So if high concentration, more salt is dissolved in water, so that is also we can call it as brain. What is to call Hari? Brain. This is also called as solution only. So example of mixtures. So all the solutions, the various substances present in a mixture, whatever it is present, we used to call it as components of the mixture, or we can say constituents of the mixture. Is it yes or no, guys? We studied or not last class? Yes?
Yes, sir.
Components of a mixture. So if we'll take a sugar solution, what is the components? Anybody? What are the components of a sugar solution?
Sugar and water.
And water. Very good. So if we'll take, for example, air, what are the components of water? Air? Everybody? What are the components of air? What are the components of air? Everyone? Akilan? Reddy?
Oxygen, hydrogen, nitrogen.
Air contains what? Nitrogen, oxygen, understanding, carbon dioxide, dust particles, moisture, everything is called as, that is what constituents of mixture or components of mixture. That is what. So if we'll take like that, so many kind of mixtures which I taught in the last class, like sugar solution, salt solution, brass, gunpowder, seawater, ink, kerosene oil, petroleum, lime water, paint, grass, understanding, glass, coal, soil, wood, understand, blood, starch solution, lot of things, milk of magnesia, chalk water mixture, soda water, soft drinks, ice creams, understand, shaving creams, face wash creams, butter, cheese, hairspray, all these things are ways to call as examples of mixtures only. So all these will come under examples of mixtures, and they contain, they are made up of more than one pure substances. They are mixture of more than one pure substance. That is why they are called as, that substances which are present in mixture is called as components of the mixture. What is to call? What is to call?
Component of the mixture.
In our today's class, we are going to see types of mixtures. So let us discuss in detail and we can able to identify. Now, right, everybody, types of mixtures. Types of mixtures. Types of mixtures. So we'll be having two types of mixtures. You're already familiar with that. That is what? Homogeneous mixture. And the second one is called as heterogeneous mixture. What is the first one? What is the first one?
Homogeneous.
Homogeneous. And second one is called as heterogeneous. Please write it. Homogeneous and heterogeneous.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, you are too late already.
Because I went to hospital tonight, sir. Yesterday.
Okay. Write it. Homogeneous mixture and heterogeneous mixture. Are you clear, everybody? Yes, please. Now, first one. Let us discuss what is homogeneous. Later we can see what is heterogeneous. So first of all, understand those mixtures in which the substances are. Let me take for example. Do you all know sugar solution or salt solution? Everybody, please respond. Now, if you want to understand homogeneous mixtures, all of you take one glass of water. Go to your kitchen now itself. Take one glass of water and bring it, everybody, along with 1 spoon of salt or sugar. Can you able to understand what I am saying? Everybody, go to your kitchen, take one glass of water and mix one spoon of sugar or salt and bring it along with the spoon in front of you. And I will say you something. You do that action. This is what my spoon, and either it is happening or not, you just tell. So everybody stir it. Stir it means you can rotate inside so that salt can completely dissolve. Have you noticed it? Everybody? Do it. I will give you time. Mitakshri, are you doing? Harish?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Try to do it practically so that you can understand. I will say you now itself what is homogeneous and what is heterogeneous. So there is no confusion at all. From that we will develop the definition. So do you all mix the sugar now? Everybody do it now, immediately. Homogeneous mixture. So mix a sugar or salt, whatever you have, just try to mix it and let us discuss now. Have you mixed it? Now try to stir it
Mixing.
properly. Yeah, stir it properly. Now, once if you are stirring properly, can you able to see the salt or sugar still? Can you
Sir.
salt or sugar still? Anybody? Are you able to see the salt or sugar still? Please respond.
No, sir.
No. It is completely dissolved. Is it dissolved or not? Is it
Yes,
dissolved
sir.
or not? Yes, please.
Yes,
sir.
sir. Solved, sir.
Now, just everybody try to taste it. Just whatever, sugar or salt, whatever it is. Just one drop, you just try to taste it. Everyone, are you feeling salty? Or are you feeling sweet?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Now, pour half of the glass outside or in our kitchen, pour half of the glass outside, half of that mixed one. Have you done? Pour half of the glass
Yes.
out. Yeah, now you taste it again. Now you taste it again. Akilan, everybody, are you doing or not? Simply sitting. Mr. Omar?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, now you taste it. Is it, are you feeling the same
Same.
or different taste? That is what I want to know.
Same taste, sir.
Same taste or different taste? Please respond, everybody.
Same taste.
Same taste. So that is only called as homogeneous mixtures. Means, have you noticed it? Are you people or anybody still, are you seeing the sugar and the salt anywhere in the crystal form down? Or else it is not at all visible? Is it completely mixed?
Completely mixed.
Completely mixed. And also you can see when you are having full glass of water also same taste. Now if you pour half water also same taste. And is there any boundaries, Harish? Is there any boundaries between sugar and water? Are you seeing any boundaries between sugar and water?
Yes, sir.
No boundaries is visible. Do you understand it? So both are mixed uniformly and indistinguishable. Once sugar is dissolved or salt is dissolved, can you able to identify which is sugar particle, which is water particle? Can you able to see any boundaries are there? I want to know. Please respond. Can you able to distinguish? That is what my question. I'm asking you.
No, sir.
Yeah. So are you able to see that any distinguish? Can you able to identify sugar particles after dissolving? That is what my question, Mr. Akil. Mitakshri? No. So that is kind of things we used to call as homogeneous mixture. So homogeneous mixture means substances mixed together completely and they are indistinguishable from one another and there is no boundaries understanding between the constituents and they are uniformly distributed, uniform composition throughout its mass. That is what we used to call as homogeneous mixture. What we used to call, guys? Homogeneous mixture. I understand all of you. Hari, Reddy. So all the homogeneous mixture if we take, they are called as solutions. What we used to call? Homogeneous mixtures means example. What is the example of homogeneous mixture? All of you. Solutions. Understanding? So solutions are examples of homogeneous mixture. Don't think that solutions means only in solid liquid. Solid liquid, solid solid, and gas also, and liquid gas also is to called as homogeneous mixtures only called as solutions. Now, shall we write the definition from this experiment, homogeneous mixture? Everybody, are you understand? What do you mean by homogeneous mixture? Completely mixed together, not possible to indistinguishable, and no boundaries can be visible, and uniform composition throughout its mass is only called as what, Hari? Is called as homogeneous mixtures. Understand, Mitakshri? Are you clear or not? Please respond.
Yes, sir.
Yes, right. Those mixtures in which definition learn properly. Mr. Johan and Harini, have you done the experiment?
Yes, sir.
Those mixtures in which homogeneous, guys, those mixtures in which the substances are completely mixed. The substances are completely mixed together and indistinguishable. What do you mean by indistinguishable? Anybody? Hari? Akilan? What do you mean
Sir,
by
you cannot
indistinguishable? Yes. It is not.
You cannot differentiate it.
We cannot differentiate. Indistinguishable from one another. Are called homogeneous mixtures. Are you clear? Indistinguishable. Is it okay, everybody?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Indistinguishable from one another is called as homogeneous mixture. What are the properties of that one? Please respond. You have to say me. No visible boundaries. Ready? You have to tell me. No visible boundaries.
Equal distribution.
Yeah. Between constituents. Next, second one. What is the second one? Uniform composition throughout its mass. Uniform composition throughout its mass. Is it okay, everybody? Yes or no? So that is what it is. So we will take example. What is the example? Just now you have done the experiment. What is that? sugar solution.
Salt solution.
Salt solution or sugar solution have the same salt water or sugar water composition and appears to be equally salty, or if we take sugar solution, equally sweety. Is it yes or no, guys? Yes. And there is no visible. Once salt is dissolved, then there is no visible boundary of separation between salt and water. Are you able to see the separation between salt and water? Answer to my question. After dissolution. So
No,
that is
sir.
why you can take a mixture. You can take, it is a 2 or more miscible liquids is also we can call it as homogeneous mixture only. So if we take solutions, all of you observe, so solid can dissolve completely in where? Completely in liquid to form what, Hari? Liquid to form solution. To form solution. Now, is it only solid? Let me take liquid now. Do all people know alcohol, Mr. Omar? Alcohol? Yes, please.
Yes, sir.
You all people know alcohol. Suppose if you take alcohol, if it is mixed with the water, is it possible to separate the boundaries? Mitakshri, Arun Kailash, Kaushik Ram, Kaushik?
No, sir.
No. So alcohol and water will mix together or not? Alcohol and water. So they are
Yes, sir.
both are called as liquids only. Both are called as what?
Liquids.
Liquids. So they both mix together. So that kind of liquids is called as miscible liquids. What was to call? MISCIBLE, miscible. MISCIBLE, miscible liquids we used to say. Is it okay, everyone? Yes, please respond. So liquids also can form homogeneous or not? That is what my question. Yes, please. Arun Kailash, liquids also can form homogeneous mixtures. That liquids are called as what? Miscible liquids. Please remember, all of you. A mixture of 2 or more miscible liquids is also called as homogeneous mixture. A mixture of 2 or more miscible liquids. Miscible liquids is known as what? Is also known as homogeneous mixtures. Is it okay, all of you? Please respond. Yes?
Yes.
So what is the examples of homogeneous mixtures? Everybody, examples of homogeneous mixtures. Examples. All the solutions. What are the examples? Solutions. All the solutions are called as examples of homogeneous mixture. Now, unpolluted air is an example or not? I want unpolluted air. Examples. Unpolluted air. Is it right or wrong, Hari? Unpolluted. Why I am calling as unpolluted air? Anybody?
Because there is no dust particles.
Yes, dust particles will be there, but not in more percentage. Understand? Unpolluted
Yes,
air is also called as what? Is also called as
Homogeneous.
yeah. Understand, everybody? Johan?
Yes, sir.
No response at all. Only starting good morning alone. No other response from you. Unpolluted air.
Can you hear me? I am responding, right?
Yeah, yes. Unpolluted air is also called as homogeneous mixture because 70, how much it is? 78% of nitrogen, 21% of oxygen, 0.03% of carbon dioxide, remaining all argon, dust particles, understanding, and water vapor, everything fixed composition. What is that? Fixed composition, understanding. So that is why it is called as homogeneous. But if we take polluted air, what will happen? Everybody, Mr. Kaushik, polluted air, more dust particles will present, more carbon dioxide will present. That is why it is called as, understanding, heterogeneous mixture. Unpolluted air is called as homogeneous mixture, and
What is the sir, air contain water.
Water vapor, not water.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Water vapor. Please remember all of you. Understand, in the form of gas. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Vapor. So these all are called as homogeneous mixture only. So if we take everything, this air is also unpolluted air is also is to called as, what is that, guys? Yes, please, let's call.
Homogeneous
Air is
mixture.
also called as mixture of gases. So that is what it is called as solution only. So if we take example of solution, anybody can tell what is the example of solutions, everyone? Yes, a lot of things are there. You have to tell.
Sir, potassium permanganate.
Yeah, that is also you can take. First chapter it will come. If you dissolve copper sulfate in water, what will happen, Mitakshri? Is it a solution or not? Copper sulfate solution? Yes, please. Nobody will answer. Try to communicate. Mr. Kaushik Ram, if not interested, please leave from the meeting. If you are not speaking, if you are not answering to my question, I don't have any problem. No improvement, I don't tolerate. So you can take sugar solution is an example, salt solution is an example, and if you dissolve copper sulfate, in water, what is to call? Copper sulfate solution. Understanding? So that is also called as homogeneous mixture only. Seawater is a homogeneous mixture. Alcohol and water is a homogeneous mixture. Petrol and oil means if you take for example, petrol and diesel, if you mix it, both will mix or not? Petrol and diesel will mix or not? Yes.
Sir.
So they are the mixture
Yes,
of
sir.
components. So that is what the same way if you take soda water, if you take cool drinks, soft drinks, if you take lemon soda, if you take vinegar, understanding brass and air, kerosene. Air is also what kind of air? Unpolluted air. What air?
Unpolluted air.
Unpolluted air. And if you take brass, last class I told you, brass is a mixture of, it is an alloy. It is a mixture of two metals. What is that? Mixture of two metals, brass.
Brass. Sir, copper.
Yes,
Copper and zinc, sir.
copper and zinc. Brass is a mixture of, it is an alloy. Understanding? Mixture of two metals. One is copper and another one is zinc. Is it others? Don't know. Mr. Johan, Mr. Akilan, I don't know what you people are doing. Next, same way, if you want, you can take bronze also. You might be noticed bronze metal. Have you heard bronze? Bronze medal? Bronze medal.
Copper and zinc, sir.
Yeah, bronze,
Bronze, sir.
copper and tin. Understand? You might be heard in Olympics and all bronze medal. That is what bronze is also an alloy. It is a mixture of two metals. What is that?
Copper and tin.
Yeah, copper and tin. Okay, tin means symbol is SN. Okay, everybody. Prima. Yes, please.
Yes, sir.
Yes, that is what.
Yes.
That is what you have to understand. So these all are the examples of. These all are the examples of what? Homogeneous mixture.
Sir, homogeneous mixture.
Yes. Okay. Now, if we'll go to the heterogeneous mixture, let us take everybody different example and we'll make it now. So let us take all of you, take water again in one glass of water. Everybody take one glass of water. Yes, please. Can you able to take? Now, normal glass, okay. Don't take nice glass and all. So now mix some kind of a sand or chalk piece powder or whatever it is in our home. Or else, do you have wheat flour or rice flour or anything? Just mix it in the water. Everybody, just small amount. Now, is it possible to completely dissolve in water? It is. Anybody? See it, do it and tell me. Can you able to see that is it dissolving in water or not? I want to know.
No, sir.
No. Is it yes or no? So if you take, for example, chalk and water mixture, or if you take sand and water mixture, or you take sugar and sand composition, whatever it is it particles are dissolving each other? Is it mixing each other? I want to know a response from you people. Is it? Is it happening? No. Is it yes or no? So, if we'll pour the sand in water, what is going to happen? We can see that sand will never dissolve in water. We can see the separate boundaries between sand particles and water particles. Is it yes or no, Hari? Yes, please.
sir.
Everybody.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
That is only called as which cannot mix together, remain separate, understanding, and one substance is spread throughout the other substance as small particles or droplets or bubbles. They are only called as heterogeneous mixtures. They remain separate one another. Those mixtures which they are not uniformly distributed, does not have uniform composition, does have the visible boundaries, which we can see the visible boundaries of separation between the various constituents is called as, what is to call? What is to call as heterogeneous mixtures, which is boundaries can visible and not uniform composition.
Sir, for example, oil in water.
Yeah, oil and water also, very good. You can add a drop of oil. Is it possible to mix? Can you able to see the separate boundary or not? Everybody, add 2-3 drops of oil in our water glass. You can see separate boundaries visible. It is not possible to mix the oil and water. If you even shake it also, oil will come to the surface of water. Is it right or wrong? Verify it, everybody. Is it yes?
Yes, sir.
That is what. So in heterogeneous mixture, can we able to see the boundaries or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Is it there uniformly mixed? Kaushik, is it uniformly mixed?
No, sir.
No uniformly
No,
mixed.
sir. Separated.
Uniform composition throughout its mass is not. Does not have uniform composition. Write it. Those mixture in which the substances, those mixtures in which the substances in which the substances remain separate and one substance remain separate and one substance is separate and one substance is spread throughout the other substance. One substance is spread throughout other substance as small particles, droplets or bubbles. As small particles, droplets. Somebody is getting air sound, please. Check it. Who is that? Omar, you are only Omar. Droplets are bubbles are called, what is to call? Heterogeneous mixtures.
Heterogeneous mixture.
That is one. Okay. So heterogeneous mixture having visible boundaries or not? That is what my question. First question. Yes, please.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Having visible boundaries. Having visible boundaries between particles. Mitakshri, understand?
Yes, sir.
Next. Is it uniform distribution or not? No.
No, sir.
Does not have a uniform composition throughout its mass. Understand, Reddy?
Yes, sir.
Does not have a uniform composition does not have a uniform composition throughout its mass. Is it okay? Yes, please. That is what.
Yes.
So, what are the examples? What are the examples? Sugar and sand is a heterogeneous mixture. Sugar and sand. You can take sugar and sand, or you can take polluted air. Polluted air. Next, oil and water mixture. Is it okay, Omar? Akilan? These all are the examples of
Yes, sir.
heterogeneous mixture. Okay. So this is only some parts of this mixture will have more understanding, more like any kind of composition, and other parts are like, for example, if you'll take, let me take one example. I have been prepared sand and sugar mixture. What I have been prepared, guys? Sand and sugar mixture. Is it okay? Now you tell me, is it possible to distribute the sand and sugar equally? Any possibilities? Anybody? Mr. Arun Kailash, is it possible to distribute the sand and sugar equally? That is what my question. Now, for example, Harish took the sample here, Reddy took the sample here, Omar took the sample here, Mitaxil took the sample here, and Akilan took the sample here. Is it possible to get every sample equal number of sugar and equal number of sand? That is what my
No,
answer.
sir.
No, sir.
No, sir.
No, sir.
The sugar particles, please, sir. Nobody? Is it or not? Not
No,
possible.
sir.
Yes or no?
No, sir, we can't.
It is not possible. That is why it is called as which mixture? Which mixture? It is?
Heterogeneous.
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 Heterogeneous, because no uniform distribution, understanding, of particles throughout its mass. That is why, and we are having visible boundaries or not? We can able to see the sugar and the sand boundary. Is it yes or no? Where is the sugar
Yes,
particle? Where is the sand
sir.
particle? Yes or no? So that is why these are called as, what is to call, visible boundaries. Heterogeneous mixture. So examples of heterogeneous mixtures is suspensions and as well as colloidal substances. What is to call? Colloids, okay, are called as heterogeneous mixture. Write it. Suspensions of a solids in liquids. Suspensions of a solids in liquids. Examples. What is the examples, guys? Suspensions. What is the name called as? Suspensions. Understanding. Solutions is homogeneous. Suspensions now. Suspension. SUSPENSIONS. Suspensions of solids in liquids. Suspensions of solids in where, guys? Solids in
Liquids.
liquids is called heterogeneous mixture. So what is the example? Anybody? Suspension example? Chalk powder in water. Chalk powder and what? And what? Water, or sand and water mixture. Is it okay, guys? Please respond.
Yes, sir.
So this is, say, what is the example of suspensions? Chalk powder and water, or sand and water. Is it okay, Ra? Yes, please.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, suspension we can say. Same way.
Yes, sir.
Mixture of two immiscible liquids, also called as heterogeneous mixture only. Two immiscible mixture. Two immiscible. What do you mean by immiscible, Hari? Akilan? Immiscible. IMMISCIBLE. SCIBLE. Immiscible liquids. What do you mean by
Cannot be mixed, sir.
immiscible liquids is also heterogeneous. What do you mean by this?
So do not mix.
Yes. Example, oil and Island.
Island water.
Water.
Oil and water mixture. Next, same way, if we'll take colloids also mixture of heterogeneous only. Colloids. I'll say you what is colloids. Colloids means example you can take best example milk. What is the example of colloidal substance? Best one, milk. Understanding? Mixed air is also called as colloidal substance. Is it okay, Ra? Yes, please respond. All of you.
Yes, sir.